Good morning, YouTube. How y'all doing today? Today is Thursday, April 6th. Today's Transformation Thursday. Today's the day I talk about how God has been transforming me in the past week. Some days I know what I'm going to talk about, others not so much. Guess what today is? A not so much. The last thing I was studying is that Jesus is the light of the world. And I think that I can see how that is. And I think even people who are not Christians or who are not... Okay, so I never like to call myself religious, because I'm not. I'm a Jesus lover. Religious, at least in our society, kind of gives it bad connotations, like somebody that has a bunch of rules and do's and don'ts and stuff like that. Except, Jesus doesn't really. I mean, okay, the 10 Commandments, most people know what they are, and if you live in any kind of normal society, most of those things are pretty much rules anyway, except for the first few. Don't steal, and don't covet, and don't have adultery, and don't murder, and that kind of stuff. God's walk with me is extraordinarily personal. Things that, that are good for me might not be good for somebody else. We have a day-to-day close relationship. I have addictive tendencies, and in my journey to health, I'm walking with God. And there are things that are not good for me. Okay? Sugar is not good for me. It's bad. It's really bad. It sets me off. So I don't want sugar, and and God has suggested that it's probably not a good idea for me. But other people can eat sugar and it's no big deal. I mean, regular weight people don't eat the same way as somebody like me who has an addictive personality and has a food problem. I unfortunately have passed that on to my child, and that sucks. I don't eat because I'm hungry. I mean, I try to do that right now, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't eat food because I'm hungry. I eat food because I like it. I eat it because it tastes good. I have had to adjust my mindset that, food is for nourishment. Food is not, just because it tastes good. Because at least here in the United States, there's way too much food. Way too much food. And there's a lot of food that masquerades as food that tastes really good. And it's not really food. It's crap. It's in the ketogenic world, they call it SAD, the Standard American Diet, which is sad, because it is sad. If you flip over the container of anything that you buy these days, I mean, you have to be super careful. I don't know if I told you guys this, but and now it's probably in my normal life. I went to buy almonds. I just wanted almonds. I didn't want everything else in the almonds. Flipping the bags over, almonds and sugar, almonds and canola oil. Oh, no canola oil. That stuff is, look it up. Canola oil is some nasty stuff. Anyway, I get sidetracked. So my walk with God is very personal, and not a lot of rules and regulations in general, and that's why I don't like to be called religious. I did not know that would be today's topic. Why I don't want to be called religious, because my walk with God is very personal, tailored just for me. How cool is that? The light of the world tailors his relationship with me on an extraordinarily personal basis. Does the same for you. Alright, that's it for this week. I forgot to mention this is a collab. Music Mom posts, Transforming Melody posts sometimes. Spanky Cola, I think, may or may not be posting again. I have not seen any, but I've seen some Instagram posts. So that's it till next week. I'll see you next week.